punch them in the mouth with their defense?
I think so. I think one of the things as we have seen, if you figure out how to just slow Tyreek Hill down, you slow down the entire offense. Now what does that mean? Does that mean you double him? Does that mean that the physical nature of Baltimore getting up on him and really physically putting hands on him, not just getting up on him trying to mirror? Because if you get up on him and you try to mirror him, you're going to miss. And he going to do...
Gilmore missed everything.
You're going to do this. He's going to be doing this to you. But if you get up on him and you disrupt the timing and the rhythm in which they do, with Jalen Waddle being banged up, not sure if he's going to be able to go or not, you can focus solely on the Tyreek situation. Now, when you talk about running the football, a lot of the design runs and things that they do in Miami is mirror dressing prior to getting to the snap.
Window dressing.
Window dressing prior to getting to the snap. That's the cuteness. Not lining up in the 1995 Dallas Cowboys, Emmitt Smith in the back, big line up front and just pounding people. That's not what they do. A lot of the things that they do is on the perimeter. They run an eye candy motion across. Tyreek Hill's kneeling down right outside the tackle.
It's like he's hiding.
The cute stuff is what Quinn is talking about. They are such a stout defense that doesn't bother them. If you look at what they did against the San Francisco 49ers, the 49ers do all that shifting and moving and Debo coming across and then coming back behind the running back. And they didn't even move. They stayed in their defense. You can do all that all you want. We're going to be right here, right now, and doing it to you. They also, remember last year, they had a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter at home against the Dolphins.
They did.
And Tyreek Hill went 40-something and 60-something in like 2 minutes in the game, and all of a sudden that lead was erased.
Right there.
They understand that and they know that. He is the key to everything that they do. I believe personally, when I look at this game, the Ravens want home field advantage because they know that's so important to get to the Super Bowl. 2 wins, and we in Vegas. In order, they got to do that. They got to win the game. I believe the score, believe it or not, is going to be 42-17.
Really? You got it way big.
Way up.
All right.
Way up. Way up. Way up. Because they're not going to allow what happened to them a year ago happen to them again. Now, Dolphin fans, they're going to hate me. They hate me anyway. But, 42, I got it 42-17. Sure do.
Michael Irvin.
This is interesting, too, because now Coach McDaniel talks about, I don't know why they're saying we are cute, because we're pretty good at running the ball and pretty good at stopping the run, and that's usually associated with a hammer. If you can run the ball and stop the run, that means you got a hammer. I always talk about that up here. Every NFL team needs a hammer. But let's be real. For the Baltimore Ravens, let me tell you what's great about this. And I used to love when we had this, when we have 2 weeks in a row going up against the same defense. Baltimore Ravens got 2 weeks in a row going up against the same exact offense. This offense is San Francisco's offense. Now, this offense has a little more speed, a lot more speed than San Francisco, but it's the exact same offense. So everything that they studied last week works and applies again this week in this offense. And that's what they're going to implement. Now, they're going to take what Who Knows Him Best did against him, Tyreek Hill. Who knows him best? Kansas City Chiefs. What did they do? They put Snead on him, and they said, bang him up on the line of scrimmage. Make sure he does not come off that line of scrimmage. I don't know why Dallas tried it, but Gilmore missed all of him. And once he missed all of him, he got up on the safety so fast, it was, it was over. It's
scary when you get on a dude like that, and you know if I miss, it's going to be curtains.
Right. And what you got to do, though, what you have to do on that, you have to take... You don't line straight up with him. I know I'm not telling Gilmore anything. He's a great corner. You got to shade him and just say, I'm on one side. So I know I'm forcing you that side, and I'm going to hit you no matter what. You got to hit him. You can't let him get off free and get running, because it goes crazy after that. Baltimore will hit Miami in the mouth. Miami, your running is not straight at people like he was talking about. You're trying to, when you line up over somebody, then somebody comes and hits somebody in the ear hole. Boom, you wham, and all of that. That's what they're calling cute. And they're saying, let's be a man and play football, man to man, hand to hand, man to man. Miami, don't do that.
Yep.
Don't you be crazy. You do what you do, just like you do. But Baltimore has to be careful. What you mentioned, Key, those boom, those 2 touchdowns, Tyreek Hill, that's what they do. Now, you once you get San Fran, where you got San Fran, where they were behind, you say, oh, this game's over. Miami, it ain't never over. You better be ready.
Well, they found that out last year.
Right, it ain't never over
because
of that speed.
They was up by 21 in the fourth quarter, Skip, and then all of a sudden they couldn't answer. This year it's a little bit different. Todd Monken comes in. If for some reason Lamar needs to throw the football in the fourth quarter in the 4-minute offense, I think he could do it. Where a year ago I wasn't sure that he could do those sort of things. So they wasn't able to play keep away.
He could do it, but he wasn't as willing to do it. Like right now, he's sitting in that pocket letting everything develop. And before he moves, before he would sit in the pocket, and yes, he can make the pass, but he would get out too early, Skip, and that's what would cause some issues.
Just remember, Lamar was a troubled young man last year because they would not pay him. And it ate at him and ate him alive. And it got worse and worse and worse. He wasn't participating in meetings because he was at war with management, and I was on his side because they treated him the way we talked about how Jerry treated Dak through that year. He just made him sweat and sweat and sweat. It went on and on. Finally, Jerry caved in and paid him what he should have paid him, as you pointed out, way before. I don't know why the Ravens just didn't give him his money early, because he got his money late, and he got great money. And he's a new man this year. So I can't even begin to compare the mentality of this year versus last year.
It's fair.
Okay, I'm going to give the visiting Dolphins one factor here. The weather, Mother Nature likes the Dolphins this weekend because it's going to be a high of 49. This is a day game, but it's a 1 o'clock Eastern game. So it's 49 degrees, no clouds, no rain, no nothing. Just it's a pretty day, pretty winter day in Baltimore, 7-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, I don't know how Miami could ask for much better than that at this time of year in Baltimore.
That's pretty good weather.
Yeah.
But they're coming from Florida.
They're coming. I know. I
just talked to him about the snow.
Yeah. All right.
In cold.
Even 49.
Yeah, 49 is playmaker. Like, even 49 is a bit much.
Okay. I'm with Keyshawn on this. I think Miami's going to get destroyed. I didn't go to the 40s. I went to 30-14. What'd you say,
42-17?
Okay. Because, to your point, I have been raving about how much respect I have for Dan Campbell's Lions now visiting tomorrow night Jerry World. Do you remember what happened to Dan Campbell's Lions when they visited Baltimore this year?
Oh, yeah.
They got annihilated. They got nukes, man. It was over at halftime.
Made them look like they were not ready to play.
Not ready to play.
Baltimore, so that you know, Skip, is an extremely hard place to play when you don't visit it often.
Right.
You know, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Cincinnati, they see it every year. Teams like Miami, they don't see it every single year, although they played there last year. It's a tough place to play.
Because?
It's just a weird, I don't know, it's a weirdness about it. It's just, you know, the fans are up on you. It's just a different feeling.
Yeah, I covered a bunch of games there, and it felt, even though I was in an enclosed press box, it felt loud in there. It felt like crazy loud.
No, it is loud.
Right? Okay, so if they get up on you, they get on a roll, they will stomp on you. And I love that Patrick Queen quote because I think that's straight from the heart of who the Ravens are. I do think that it's like you described all the hocus pocus, sis boom ba, the smoke, the mirrors, the misdirection, and all of a sudden they're over there just standing where they are saying, and, because pretty soon you got to snap the football. And we're still right where we were. We're not going to move. We're just going to hit you in the mouth. Can you out-physical us? No, you cannot. And I think they will get punched in the mouth.
When you talk about the running game with Miami's running game is not a physical running game. It's an explosive running game.
It's beautifully designed.
Meaning that when I say explosive, all of a sudden there's a 40-yard run, then there's some negatives, then
both the backs can run like 4-3,
now all of a sudden it's a 30-yard run, then it might be a home run.
I mean, they're home run hitters, both of them.
They're home run hitters.
That's the only thing. Plays that might have been short gains in San Francisco can be touchdowns with Miami if they are not careful. Now, but what's good with Baltimore, though, Baltimore's front four, you don't have you don't have a Myles Garrett, But you got guys, they're all of that. All that defense. Yeah, I know Jadeveon Clowney made a great player, but he's no Myles Garrett.
No, but he's playing well.
But what I'm saying, their whole group plays together well. They don't have the Myles Garrett, but that whole group, what I'm telling you, they were all over Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy is much more athletic, moving around than Tua. And if you take Tua's first option and make him hold on to the ball, then you can get some.
Bring it down, pick it back up, and
you can absolutely.
What's your score? Did you say one?
Oh, this is a hard one for me right here. This is hard. I got Baltimore winning the game. I got like a 31-24 score.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.